Watson Nyirenda has grabbed headlines this weekend. 1, he guided Zambia to another COSAFA Cup final. 2, he didn't win it. 3, he's named a chance squad that will need to go to battle this weekend against Swaziland. He scored 24 players for this game. Some alterations to the team that was called for COSAFA. Let's just have a look at what the selection looks like in terms of what we expect for the chance squad. So, goalkeepers, Malunga from Nkana, Alan Chiwe from Power Dynamos, and Toston Savata. Then, the defenders are Tawanga Wembia, fresh from being sent off against Wydad Casablanca. Zio Tembo is in there. Donashano Malama, Adrian Chama, Isaac Shamujopa, Faxon Kapumbu comes in. Simon Silimba as well. Let's look at the midfielders, shall we? Jack Chira is in there. Of course, he will have the privilege of playing for the COSAFA and Chan teams. Godfrey Ngwenya is in there. Boston Mchindu is there. Cletus Chamachota is there. Augustine Mlenga and Enes Bell from Zanaco are in there. The forwards, Brian Mueller, of course, thanks to his pepper patch of form. Wada rewards him with a place in this chance squad. Justin Shongal, Wyndham Dia, Jackson Mwanza, Dave Duck, and Martin Piri make up that list. Now, Kabamba, that's the team. Again, the question that many people are asking is that Watson Nyirenda is building a team, but sometimes, depending on which blocks are available, he gets different ones. So the Zanaco and Zesco United players are back. Those that were just quote-unquote filling up numbers have been asked to go home and excuse the team as they play against Swaziland. What are your thoughts about this team?
Yeah, well, on that one, I think Watson has done well to reinforce his team. Looking at if, I think Makinka would agree with me. If you find that you are playing a game today, you lose. Definitely, you can't maintain the same team. You just have to change and fuse in other players who are...
Psychologically for the players, they expect that it is normal. You won't have a backlash that Dennis and Kabamba are good friends. My friend is not in the team.
It depends on the particular of a player. Like I can say, those days, it was very rare for me to be on the bench. I used to start. Why? I used to put much effort so I do well. And being a captain, you know how it is.
Oh, Capitan.
Yeah. I think excellent for Coach Wada. The selection. I don't know. Okay, I'm saying excellent. I don't know about others. I don't know about you, Zita. But it's
at least I don't have to answer that.
Yeah, don't. It's excellent in the sense that we played some games. We saw some players. I don't want to mention. I think even me, I was even saying, why is this player here still playing? But this is Chan now. We played COSAFA, so we have to graduate. It's progression. Coach?
Exactly.
Yeah, we did.
We need to progress.
Even you Zita, you're a coach. You progress. You do from here, you go. You progress until you have the world.
Now, just make it simple. For the average Joe that's listening to you and they're trying to get the opinions, does this squad inspire confidence? Is this the way building is done?
For me, yes. This is how you build. Look at South Africa. South Africa, COSAFA, they played players, I think they were about 3 or 2 who plays in the PSL big leagues.
Yes.
Big leagues.
Yes.
The rest plays in those Baroka, those who were being demoted. They are the players that they were using. For you to develop, you see, okay, can this player play? So now, did you see? Can Justin play now?
Good question.
For you, not Kawamba, you.
And unfortunately, Dennis, that's not your job. I don't need to answer that.
I'm
Let
the
me ask the
journalist
question.
now.
No, keep quiet, Dennis. Now, there's been concern about some of the players that have been called to the squad are quote-unquote senior players, experienced brooms when it comes to our league. And people are saying, hell no, we are not building. This is recycling. The same old players are coming back. You are talking about under 20. Under 20 only have sprinkles in this team. And it's not under 20, Kabamba.
Can I come in?
No, let Kabamba come in.
Okay.
I can be a judge.
Tomorrow then.
Yeah, definitely, we needed some under 20 players to be fused into the senior squad. Why? Because they can't always be on the bench. Like we saw Wada. I blame Wada on just I think if my eyes were okay, I saw one under 20 player being used on this tournament. So to my opinion, I thought Wada would come in to say, okay, since his mind position to say, I needed the quarterfinal. Is it the quarterfinal or the semi-final? He said, I need the semi-final. Yes, I mean, if you need the semi-finals, why don't you fuse in some of the junior players so that you bring them up? Because we can't always rely on the tired legs. So to say.
Do you agree? When does a player begin to get tired?
When he reaches at the age of 30 upwards.
For me.
Yeah, but I'm asking this because
When
sometimes
the
those
age
players
of
who've been above 30 are the ones that have bailed us out as a country.
Yeah.
Exactly.
For me,
Yes.
I want to say this. Our language we say, "Pafa vantu, pashara vantu yaya."
That's
Where
Kaonde.
one-
Is that
yeah,
Kaonde?
that's Kaonde. Where one akachoke up, there will always be someone coming. So when we are like this, I think Zite, you remember the first time you did an interview with me.
Yeah.
Yeah. When was that?
More than a decade ago. But get to the
You
point,
see.
Dennis.
No, I'm trying to get there.
Vite, I can come in. Sorry to cut you short. I can come in on that one. I mean, it's simple and straightforward. I've been playing for Zanaco. I'm no longer for Zanaco. I don't play for Zanaco now. But the team has still existed.
There's the Ernest Mbeo.
It has existed and they're still playing.
There's Boyd.
Boyd Musonda, who is now playing
But I want this
regularly.
boy, this other boy, that one.
Regularly. So
From-
it doesn't mean that when you remove some of the players to fuse in younger players, it's the end. You think that everything can be.
There's this boy from where Jack Chira is coming from, Mrs. Charles. Where is the boy?
I hear he was
I
injured,
mean,
but he's coming back.
I mean,
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure you are itching for us to discuss the final that saw Zambia beaten by 3-1 at the hands of the Warriors of Zimbabwe. Let me hear your thoughts about it. I will not ask any questions. We will not go very deep because we've got some football to deal with this weekend as well. Zambia beaten 3-1 in that final. What are your thoughts about our performance?
Not very good. Not very bad. Average.
That's all you had to say.
Average.
I think I used to play as a fullback. I think we didn't do well at the back.
So what does Wada do? I asked this question, Dennis, because again we saw our team leaking goals from the left back position.
That's my point.
Again,
My point is
we leaked against Nigeria, we leaked against Mozambique, same area, and I'm looking at that cancer to be growing. Our opponents are looking at us and say, attack Zambia on the left side of their defense.
You know, I think the biggest fans of the left fullbacks of Zambian league, the ones who are playing now. I supported the Faxon. It didn't work. Yeah, I supported Lawrence. Lawrence, my hero. It didn't work. The whole tournament, actually, it's not just the final against Zimbabwe. No, Lawrence didn't perform the whole game, the whole tournament. So
I've heard people blaming Wada and say that
it's not Wada.
it's
It's
who? It's what?
It's not Wada. Wada also has a pressure from somewhere. Because if I say, you see the way I'm challenging you, no, Zite, no. That's what is going through. Wada, excellent coach. Ask Kabamba. We played under Wada.
Definitely.
Yeah, so now, your former coach now, people are calling for his head to roll. At least if you go to Facebook, Twitter, people are saying Wada must go.
I think
he's an excellent coach for me.
For people to call Wada to go off the national team, I think they're just being unfair.
He's an excellent coach.
Let's give him chance.
I know him.
Give him time that he selects. I mean, he came in.
Someone could be asking, chance to
and
do
then
what?
Okay, we let him free. Let him be free to select his players, the players that he wants, the coaches, his technical bench, the ones that he wants. Let him be free.
So should we be of the impression that Wada is not working with the tools he wants to work with?
I think
in view of that observation that you people are making?
I think so.
Yeah.
On that one, yes, I might say yes or no, but
he's the boss.
Why I'm saying so? Yes, he's the boss, but definitely being a boss, or I can give you an example. Being on top of the league is not easy. Being on top of the league, you are feeling it. People are coming to hit you from the back.
Pushing you.
Why? Because I know, because I've been there. We played on the top from the first to the half of the season. People were hitting from behind. Why? Because they want to beat us from there.
But was Zimbabwe that great that we shouldn't have beaten?
Zimbabwe were looking like they want to win the game.
I think I watched
Zimbabwe looked to say they want to win the game.
I watched Zimbabwe from the word go. You remember Zite, you called me, what are you thinking about Zambia? I said, well, I'm watching Zimbabwe now first. Because Zimbabwe, the coach, he was my captain at Black Rhinos, Zimbabwe.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there was one salient thing before we make a substitution and open the phone lines. The man of the match in that game from Zimbabwe said that after we considered that equalizer, the coach told us, just keep playing, be patient, the goals will come. And I was hurt that we lost, and you heard that comment is that your former captain had a well thought out plan on how he was going to beat us. He didn't even tell his players anything new at halftime. Nothing.
Yeah, I think the way our approach was very bad for me.
Kabamba.
Exactly, as Dennis has put it. You know, Zimbabwe came in to win that game. As we came in, okay, just imagine, we came in as quarter-finalists. That's when we joined the tournament also.
Yes.
And Zimbabwe played how many games before that? All the games. Yeah. About 6 games. All the games they played.
And they were winning.
And they were
4, 5, 6.
So you could see the zeal of Zimbabweans to say, guys, we can do it. And we were at par in terms of the COSAFA titles.
Yeah.
We were at par. And nothing clicked into our players to say, we need to overcome and become the better to Zimbabwe.
So, again, I'm sure my director wants us to start taking calls now. Can give us a call on 256669, 256669. Area code is 0211. Are you confident in the building blocks that are being used by Wedson Nyirenda to build this Polo squad for the future? Or something has to change in view of the defeat at the hands of Zimbabwe? I start with you.
Building Zete is not easy. Building, you need to have the patience.
What's the difference between building a football team and building a house? When will the roof come on?
The basic here is the basic language here is building. It doesn't matter whether it's building the house but if you understand the word building, you will get the point where I'm coming to.
Building.
Yeah, I think
I start with building.
I think for me to go to the clubs, first of all, before I even go to the junior, because I remember the time that I played as an under 16-year-old at Power Dynamos. This guy was playing his first game at Samshu, and he was at Kamwara Secondary School. The coach. So this is what we are missing. So building, you can't start building at COSAFA, Manjeti building, we pick this. No, you never do.
So at COSAFA is at which level? If it's building a
COSAFA,
house,
that's the final.
That's the roof level.
Yeah.
COSAFA
That's
is
what you
roof
meant.
level. I'm asking.
Yeah, that's roof level.
COSAFA is roof.
You start building.
So our roof is leaking.
Our roof is leaking. I was with Perry the other day. They were going through the provinces trying to recruit under 17.
The under 17.
That's where we supposed
we
to
need,
start from.
We need,
especially like me. I'm an assistant coach. He is a very senior coach. We give them time. You don't have a team, Kabamba. You go and look for a team. You go and do this. Look for players, those young ones. We give them, there's Elijah Ritana, there's Eddie Komofia, who else? There's NX Masia.
Most of the guys are there.
Most of the guys are there. We just send them, you go and
most of the guys are there to do.
Okay.
You know
why are we always looking at the same people all the time? Because I hear there's I know me, I talk too much. It's okay if you ignore me, it's alright. There's an agreement between Morocco and Zambia, developing coaches. Again, you send the same coaches who are very qualified. Again, they will go for same courses. Why can't you send someone like
Makinka, you yourself, start with yourself.
There's Ngolia, there's
Dabwi Sonkoma.
Why
don't you say Dabwi Sonkoma?
There's Kafula Charles.
This is it. Why don't we do it from
Why
there?
should we send
why should we,
hold on to your thought.
Why should we send the same people all the time?
Let them send Zite Tembo, not Charles Kafula. We'll be back after the break.